friends, it's Amy, owner and curator of YosoBoho. How are you doing this week? We are going to do some thrifting today. If you are new to me and my channel, that's what we do here. I live a thrifted life, and if you love to thrift shop, especially the vintage stuff, then you found the right place. I hope that you subscribe and stick around. And then to all my friends who are coming back to hang out, hello. It's going to be a cool week this week. We're going to start today with a little bit of a haul from the shops by the lake, which is where my aunt and I have a few booths. We'll get into that in a second, but from there, I'm gonna go to the Goodwill in Mayfield Heights, which has not been the best place to stop. I'll also get into that in a second, but on Thursday, it will be a part 2. So I'm gonna stretch this out for 2 parts. The most exciting part of the Goodwill on Thursday. Don't kill me. I know you hate the cliffhangers, but man, it's a good one. But we're gonna do like a 2-part, end on Thursday, and then on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, my time, Mom and I will be coming to you live with a chat and sale. So fun, fun, fun. Oh, and maybe Saturday will be a surprise shop along. Anyway, it's gonna be a good week. And I really do hope that you can join us on Thursday night. I love to engage with everybody who is watching and like hanging out with me. We have an amazing group that watches and has fun, like goofy good time. So I hope that you can show up on Thursday night. All right, let's get into this. First, let's take a real quick glance at the countertop when I was checking out with my stuff over at the shops by the lake. Let's take a look. Larry and Jacobson.
And it talks about each of the figures.
Oh wow, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we shopped today and this is my loot. Just wanted to
you want to
capture.
take a picture?
No, you're
Oh,
fine.
okay.
You're fine. Look at this little piece of Mayfield pottery. Look at the colors in that. That's so pretty. And signed. And we got a dance piece and an art piece and some haul. It was a good day. Beautiful marble vases. Happy, happy haul. If you're unfamiliar with the shops by the lake, it is a large vendor mall up in Painesville, Ohio, real close to where the lake is. So that's where me and my aunt have 3 booths. We share booth number 54, which was like the original YosoBoho booth. Number 108, which is what we call YosoWhimsical. And then my aunt has a 3rd booth. It's number 127. And my gosh, she is filling that with the most amazing things. She's trying to downsize. So these are things that she's curated over time, a lot of them. So if you're in the area, do yourself a favor. It's a great little road trip. If you're anywhere, even like west of Cleveland or out into Erie or down in the Akron-Canton area, take the drive, spend part of a day. It's such a great place to stroll around, and there are treasures there, believe me, because I'm selling them there. Plus I find them all the time. So here's the story. First thing in the morning, when you get in there on a Friday, every vendor who works there knows to go towards the back because there's several booths in the back where the people who are associated with the auction, the Thursday night auction, which is the Dennis Dempsey auction, they bring in things on Friday from the auction where they price them very low. So oftentimes there's a bunch of stuff on a table that nobody wants, and they scoop it up and they individually price it, and the vendors have first pick because we're in there before the start of the day, right? So we all go back, we see what's there. On this particular day, I was not early. Plus, I think I had stuff to do, so I couldn't go right back and shop. I brought some stuff in, I fluffed and stuffed my booth, and then I was able, I think, to go back and take a look. But most everything was wiped out. We knew that when we saw the front shelves where the vendors put their stuff. We were like, man, all that stuff came out of the back. Probably nothing left back there. But I went back and I did end up grabbing a few things. And the first thing that you saw there on that recording is the best. So of course I'm gonna leave it to last, but let's take a look at everything I did find on that day. Out of one booth, I found a couple of things, one of which was this. This holds 3 pillar candles, so it's a great little table centerpiece. and the candles were actually with it. So the flameless ones, not the ones with the flicker, the ones that just have the little wick inside and the whole candle lights up from inside. And the best thing is when I flipped it over, I saw it's crate and barrel. Always nice to find a crate and barrel. I have really good luck selling them. But yeah, the candles were on it and everything, and it was only a few bucks. So I picked this up. I will share right here what these go for over on eBay. And if the sell-through rate's good enough, I'll probably end up putting it there. And maybe I'll include the candles with it too. Might up the value a little bit. But yeah, that was a great find. Also in that booth, I spotted this guy, and this has been on my bucket list. I have wanted to find this Dansk platter, and I thought for sure I would have run into it already because I run into a lot of Dansk stuff. Dansk is one of the brands that I look for when I'm thrifting, and I find a lot of it. This platter is not a big seller on eBay. I don't know why. It should be. It's so wonderful. It's hand painted and it's just a nice big piece. It is going to join the pottery collection, which I think it's about time I moved some stuff around in here. But can't you see this guy up in there? If you want one for yourself, I'm telling you, go to eBay. There's a ton listed. There's not a lot sold, so the sell-through rate is horrible. So if you want to go get one, there's a lot of them out there. And I'm super stoked that I finally have one. I have to give a shout out to a fellow vendor at the Shops by the Lake. Her name is Joanne. She recently found my channel and she came over and said she'd been watching, so that is awesome. But she also led me to a couple of things on this day that I really appreciated. So one of them was this set. It's funny, I had looked at these several weeks ago, probably the last time that I worked, so maybe a month before this. These are Hall Brown Drip. You can see the marks in here. If you don't know, I collect Hall Brown Drip pottery. That's what is in my kitchen cabinet. And I had thrifted at Goodwill 2 of these, maybe about 6 or 8 months ago. But I thought it would be cool to have 4. A set of 4 is nice. And didn't want to spend whatever price they had on them when I saw them, you know, maybe a month or so before this. But they were on some sort of clearance. They had marked them way, way down. I think they were $3 for the pair, and that is awesome. So thanks, Joanne, for taking me back over there, because I looked at them again and here they were super cheap and they're going right into my collection. That booth also had this really neat primitive level. Both of the levels in here are still functioning. Little bubbles are in there. And I just love the way these look. This is a really nice old one. I found another one, I believe it's the same maker, on eBay, and of course I will share that here. Mine might go back to the shops, I'm not sure. I may hold on to it for a little bit because it is a really nice one. I don't honestly remember what they had on it, but it was, again, just a few bucks. I think my whole spend on this day was like 20 bucks. It was very cheap. So I can see putting this back in the shops, maybe with some of my other primitive stuff, but we'll see. I think I may hold on to it for a little bit. Joanne also pointed this out to me. This is a painted tree of life, has some birds on it, and this is done on papyrus paper. It's framed nicely in this kind of mid-century bamboo-ish frame. You can kind of see it there outside of the ring light. Nice hand painted piece. It's not signed, but it was nice and custom framed, and like I said, I like the frame. Has a very cool boho look, and I think this might actually show up in the sale that Yvonne and I are going to have at the end of July, which is a boho sale. So I'm going to be bringing some cool kind of artsy boho stuff to that, and I think this fits in there. Okay, and finally, in the back where everybody had raided before us, here are the things that I picked up. First, there were 2 stone carved vases. This is one of them. I noticed something. Can you see that? There are areas that actually glow. Let me see what happens if I shut off the big ring light. Isn't that neat? There's like these little strands, you know, running through the marble that actually light up. I think it would be really cool to put it in a uranium case with all of your green glass. It's so pretty. It really is. But guess what? I found two. Look at this one. I believe this is onyx in this kind of green tone. But look at the beautiful creams and caramels that run through that. My gosh. I didn't even look at this with the black light. Yeah, same thing. Some of the little fissures light up. So neat. Anywho, two beautiful carved stone vases. This one has some wax in it, I just noticed. Somebody must have had a candle sitting in there, which would be really nice, actually. These were like $1.49 or something each. So good. Then I picked up this beautiful stained glass piece. What is that? Is that a lily? Look at how beautiful that is. And this glass here with a little bit of pink in it. So pretty. Nice little sun catcher, put in your window. Again, a couple of bucks. And then there were two beautiful handmade pieces. This is an Akoma piece. Beautifully made. Look at the colors on that. I'm guessing it could be an ornament. There's a hole here, so it could be strung. And then there's this little angel inside. Little hand-painted, handmade angel. And this one is signed just EE with some feathers. What a neat way to sign, right? Acoma, New Mexico. Beautiful little piece. I did find another one of these that was sold, I think a couple of years ago. Of course, I will include it right here so you can take a look. I think it's probably worth a little bit more now. There's more and more people collecting the native art. This is a pretty awesome find. And then the big one, the exciting one, is this guy. So this is a hand-carved totem. It's a Thunderbird totem, and it is made by the artist Larry Jacobson. And he has etched his name right there, loud and proud. And he also included some information on this. It says that the top figure is the Thunderbird. The medicine man and natives of the northern tribes believe that he is a powerful god under whose protection comes brotherhood, peace, and plenty. He is the Sagili Tai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's the creator god. And when he flaps his wings and blinks his eyes, it rains and storms. Thus, the evil spirits are driven to the lonely high mountain ranges. The bottom figure is Chet Woot the bear, who is respected by all Indians for his strength and cunning. Isn't that beautiful? Now, how was this still sitting back there when I went back there? That's what I want to know. His wings are a little loose, so I think that they were like this when he was sitting back there. Maybe people thought he was broken? I don't know. But that's how his wings go. And he's absolutely awesome. And he is worth a little money. So I think I picked him up for, again, a couple of dollars. And the last time that a Larry Jacobson totem pole sold, it sold for $140. And so this guy is gonna go over to eBay. I'm probably gonna start him higher because that was a while ago and I think the collectability has gone up. So how amazing is that? Pretty thrilling to find it back there and then to find out that it was worth some money. When I left the shops by the lake at the end of our day there, 5 o'clock, I decided to stop at that Mayfield Goodwill, and I'm so glad I did. I used to stop there all the time because it's right off the highway on my way home, but it just was not good. Lots of times I would stop in there, not find a thing. Shelves were empty. The things that were on the shelves were kind of junky and had high prices on them. So I just got to a point where I'm like, I'm not going to stop. It's not worth my time. And this day, oh my gosh, was I in for a surprise. Let's go take a look at the Mayfield Heights Goodwill on this day. I'm quite amazed because I'm looking at things here that have amazing prices on them. It's kind of a cute little thing. But I'm looking at stuff that is low priced, which is kind of jaw dropping. The shelves are full and things are priced kind of nice. Oh, this is a nice little set. It's kind of grubby, but it's an older set, and this is a salt and pepper shakers for the head, and these are usually sugar and creamer. I don't know what that price is though. $5.14. Okay, so that's really not a great price, but I'm seeing other really great prices, so maybe we'll find something here. What is this guy? Shoed Hill. Just a resin piece. Oh, those are kind of nice. Bombay. Nice little set. These guys up here, oh, $10 each. Those could potentially be Royal Copley, but we're not going there for 10 bucks a piece. That looks like Bleak. I'm pretty sure that's Bleak. That's nice. $1.14. Okay. That's awesome. How amazing is this piece? So pretty. This is called the Neptune pattern. It is Bleak. There's the mark. And there is a site out there that will show you all of the timeline of the marks for Bleak. This is the 7th mark, and I believe it's like late 80s, early 90s. Of course, I will share right here. But it's easy to date these when you can just go out and find a site that has that timeline. So it's not, you know, real old, but Bleak is a high quality Irish pottery. It says Bleak, Ireland. That's the brown 7th mark. My goodness, $1.14. I was really tripping out because I haven't seen $1.14 in this Goodwill, I don't think, ever, let alone $1.14 on a piece of quality, unbroken, beautiful Bleak pottery. I was beside myself. What an unexpected and wonderful way to start this shopping trip, right? This is a Ray-Ban mud pie. There's 2 of those. I actually like my Ray-Ban mugs. They're a preferred mug in my house just because of the size and the weight of them. Bicentennial. It's a big pot down there. $5.14. Oh, it's busted up. These look like Mikasa. It's kind of pretty. 50 cents. Wow. There's another pot. Looks like a old bean pot. It's got some weight to it. It's an old one. $2.91. Oh, I'm tempted because it has the lid, although I see a chip there underneath there. What are these guys up here? Look at how cute. He's really beat up. He's pretty cute. But the elephant is the cutest. For $0.25. Okay. We'll grab him. Are these all $0.25 up here? Look at him. He's $0.25. These guys are just so beat up. I mean, for $0.25, right? We'll grab him too. I don't think in any Goodwill have I ever seen $0.25 on something. I would have picked up the other two, but they were really dinged up, so I had to pass on them. But this little guy, I had to grab. He's adorable. He looks like he's made out of clay, but he's resin. So cute. And then this guy also is resin. Now he has a sticker on the bottom of him that says Barefoot, and he is Sniff, number 7815. So he's sniffing the air. Gosh, he's so cute. For $0.25. And I think I did see that he had a little bit of value. I know there's 2 listed right now on eBay, and I don't think I'll list him there. I think I'll probably put him in my inventory downstairs for mystery boxes and freebies. I have a nice little shelving unit full of all kinds of stuff that I get to tap into when I am curating mystery boxes and such. And I think somebody will absolutely love him. I know I do. It's kind of cute, little pairs. I'm really, really, really surprised right now. I have been kind of bad talking this place for a while because the shelves have been empty. They're seeming to shuffle a lot of stuff over to the online. And then the stuff that was here was just that quality, but it was also way overpriced. That's kind of nice. Got a nice weight to it. There's 2 of them. There's a green one too. Is that flashed? I don't think that's flashed. It's dirty, dusty. These are kind of nice. Just those 2. This would make nice outdoor candles. Don't you think these will look so good with candles in them? They will glow really nicely. And again, $1.14 a piece. I could not pass them up. They have a really great weight to them and a really nice color. And I think that they just need some citronella candles in them, and they can go right at your outdoor table. I've seen Wexford, I've seen diamond and bars. Like, I don't know exactly what these are, but they're great. And they have an amazing weight to them and a really kind of good mid-century feel to them. So I picked them up. I may go ahead and resell them in my booth. I may put some candles in them. So yeah, at $1.14 a piece, I'm not gonna pass them up. They have a ton of these all-season wiper blades. I just sent a picture to Earth and he said, pick me up like 6 of them. They're $2.99 each, so I don't know if they fit the truck or what, but I think he was happy. And I looked over here and I saw this, and I was just checking it out for any damage. And I see a couple of little like paint loss areas, one right there and right at the tip of the wings, which would just take a little touch up. This is Andrea by Zedek. Group of Cardinal for $3. I mean, how do I not, right? I'm not getting service in here, so I can't look up anything. That's okay. For $3, I don't think that's much of a risk. Yeah, that'll just take a little touch up right there with a red marker. That's not even chipped, it's just the paint. I think that this is signed by the person who hand painted it because there's some initials here and a date. It says TS 1995. But it says Group of Cardinal by Andrea. And I believe that's the same Andrea from Andrea by Zedek that makes a lot of ceramics and stuff like this, home decor. I'd never seen this piece before. It's absolutely ginormous. I mean, like bigger than my head. And it's in such brilliant condition. All the little leaves and the points and the limbs and the tails and the beaks, everything is still there. It's crazy good. I don't know if I'm brave enough to ship this. I'm probably brave enough to ship this. I'll have to see what I might be able to get for it on eBay. But yeah, if in a big enough box, I could probably ship this. I would want a ginormous box to float it in. I would do a box in a box. Wasn't that cool to see that there on that shelf? And we're just getting started. I'm telling you what, I'm going to come back on Thursday with that part 2, and we're going to see the rest of this place, and you're going to see some more amazing finds, including one that blew my mind. Blew my mind. Can't wait to share that with you. But yes, this is the cliffhanger. We're going to have to wait because I couldn't do it all in one. So my apologies, but we'll come back on Thursday and we'll finish it up. And I'm really excited about it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that you're going to have a good week. I will be back Thursday for that second part. And I'll be back Thursday night at 8 p.m. live with my mom. I hope to see you then. Until then, please take care. See ya. Bye.